of America, with your hosts, Michael and Jacob.
Bam! Big up. I think we're live. Am I muted? Yes, I am. Hello, how you doing? I don't know why I had the feeling today that I was definitely going to mess up the intro. Lo and behold, you make the bed. Or wait, you sleep in the bed that you make. Something like that. But how you doing? Welcome in. Episode 117 of the Immaculate Series, also known as the Untitled Series. How you doing? Wow. Obviously, got some things to talk about, some things a little bit above my pay grade, if I'm honest. But before we get into the Hooper League and whoever this young man from Ajax is, let me just say hello. I hope you, right now, if you're listening to this live or on playback, I hope you are too blessed to be stressed. I got Chewy here. He didn't even want to show up for the show, but I got him. I brought him. Don't you worry. Chewy can't run from me. But make sure you are hitting that like, make sure you are hitting that subscribe one time on the channel if you don't mind. You don't have to. Obviously, everything here is voluntary, but those are two free ways you can support the channel. Another thing, if you want to interact, you can chat, you can partake in the poll as well. The question today is, what are your thoughts about the Super League and your club's affiliation? 46% says greedy fat cats looking for more dough. 29% says it's a disgrace to the game / club and fans. Honestly, you could put those two together because I feel like a lot of these answers, they kind of lend themselves to be one with each other. But 13% shared respectively says could be a fun competition to watch, and I'm neither upset or happy about it. You know, I just wanted to leave something there. Hey, for those of you that are like, I don't really know or care what's going on, let's just, you know, get back to Tottenham Hotspur playing Everton at the weekend. If that's how you're feeling, that's a definite choice for you. But big up every single one of you. There's over 57 of y'all in the house already. Wow. Y'all blessing me on this Thursday evening. We will be talking a little bit about most of the news. And then if there's time, maybe we'll do a little 11. We'll build an 11 or something. I don't know why my hair is all crazy over my ears and shit. I can't hear. But how you doing? Hope you are too blessed to be stressed. Let's see who got the first place prize today. Nate Pie gets a double first place prize. Hey, way to come in clutch there, Nate. Says morning, about to jump on a flight, so we'll miss the live stream. Can't believe they're trying to do this Super League and a Club World Cup. Squad sizes surely have to expand. Let me turn this volume down. What am I doing here? Big up every single one of you sexy bastards in the chat. I see all y'all. But big up Nate, double first place prize. Teabag in the house says more money for our club. Let's participate and win a trophy. Could you imagine if that's the trophy, our first trophy to end our drought? That would be crazy. However, big up Nita in the house. I lowered the volume. Did my earpiece die? I don't even know anymore. Yo, this technology has not been my friend today. I do apologize about that. But big up Nita in the house as well. Billions of money that take control. They're fighting to win right. Super League is coming. Don't want it. Don't like it. It is called stealing even with billions. Look, again, like I said, it's above my pay grade just a little bit. But I see 2 likes on the video. Is that true? Hang on. Now, lately, I have to refresh my YouTube in order to figure out how many likes are. 30 likes. Okay, so 43 votes, 30 likes on the video. Y'all are being somewhat generous. I appreciate that. Hey, thank you very much. Big up Hype and Noise in the house. How you doing? Spurs GCTV as well. Double YouTube chat members checking in. Big up Talking Ball Con. Hope you are doing well. Drunk Vigo says, don't tear my heart. It's don't break my heart, I think. Don't break my heart, my achy, breaky heart. I believe that's how it goes. Sai Danza is in the house. Big up Sai Danza. Says, hi, Jacob and everyone in the chat. Hope you're doing well, Sai. Good to always see you here, man. You pop in, you show the support, and I know you're here. So thank you very much talking to me nicely on this Thursday evening. Big up Merry Christmas as well, Nita, and happy holidays again to whoever is celebrating. We were sharing some of the festivities yesterday. Maybe since I'm not going to have a guest tonight, maybe it's later in the show we could talk about what y'all doing for the holidays. So hang around, we'll talk about that. But apologies for starting late. Lisa O is in the house, says hola, Jacob and Chad. Good evening. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Is what I would say to Lisa right now. Carl Simpson, hello, Jacob and everyone in the chat. Big up Carl Simpson. Good to see you in the house every time. Craig the Gecko Man, big up Jacob and Chewy. It's beginning to look a lot like Angemas. Don't say it too loud, Craig, lest we offend fans, lest we're so cringy that people are, I guess, upset with us. Craig. But big up Rich as well. Big up Jacob in chat. Donovan's here. Hello, Donovan. Pray for me, Jacob in chat. I hurt my MCL last night. I got to see a doctor tomorrow. Yo, Donovan, first and foremost, rest up. Hopefully you take care of yourself, my friend. Look, you were balling too hard and your knees found you. So just be careful next time, my friend. I hope your knee's okay. Hopefully it's a sprain and not a or whatever the lesser of the two are. I don't know. But be careful, my friend. Dubs in the chat for Donovan every single time. Chippy says, I'm popping my knob out. Whoa. This is the death of football. The takeover of franchises FC. All the clubs below Bless will end. I don't know what this means at all. From front to bottom, Chippy. I don't know what that means. But big up Bob Down Under. Big up Chippy. But big up Bob Down Under says, big up Jacob and Chewy. Happy Angemas, everyone. Hey, Mary. Happy all of it. All the above. Big up Drula. Big up Jacob, Chewy, and Chatters. How you doing? Wilton McDonald. Good day, Jacob. Just watched a podcast about the stadium. You need to pay a visit. I was trying to go this year. I was trying to go to the Newcastle West Ham because it was 2 home games within 4 days. So we'll see when the schedule comes out next year. Definitely going to try and put that on the calendar, my friend. Big up ya Bob, says Spurs. Okay. Says Spurs are a reject club. Of course, they reject the Super League. Wow, very lovely. Big up ya Bob. Hey, he may not be here to support Spurs, but he's here supporting me. So, hey, that still means something to me, ya Bob. But look, that just shows I don't really read the comments before I put them up on screen. Big up Todd Spurs. Big up Jacob and chat. Hit the like button. Sub to the channel. Big up everybody. I'm angry. Chippy's angry. Why are you so angry, bro? Take a load off. Put your feet up. Relax, my friend. Ain't no need to be stressed. Life's too short. Jammy Git. How you doing, you Jammy Git? Maybe that's why I get demonetized, Jammies, because of you, because your name. But I love saying your name. Says, big up Jacob, listening while I nap. F the Super League. Well, there you go. There's how Jammy feels. Very clear and concise, Jammy Git, always. Maraving in 1980 says, transfer and wage caps need to come very soon. Reason why the Super League is a thing, all about the other leagues not getting as much as the EPL. Wage caps will sort that and transfer caps. That's a lot that I just read, and I'm not going to say that I understood every single word of it, Maravingen, but what I would say is appreciate you being here first and foremost, and secondly, yeah, hey, keep hitting me with the stuff that I don't know. Keep telling me the things I don't know. Look, Real Madrid and Barcelona were the only two, if I'm not mistaken, that were like, hey, yo, we're cool with the Super League. And honestly, I don't know if y'all saw the video that Real Madrid dropped. It was actually kind of cold. I'm not going to lie. It was pretty sick. It was, but I mean, of course they were like, yo, we're siding with the devil, but it was also like, yo, we don't do anything but not win. Like, we don't do anything but win trophies. Was kind of the message I got from that video. It was quite entertaining, very well done. I enjoyed it, even as a person who doesn't like Real Madrid. Personally, I have PTSD when it comes to Real Madrid. Not because when we played them, I mean, last time we played them, if I can remember, we did with but because they bought Gareth Bale from us, and I feel like they're going to take Udogie. They took Modric. Everyone leaves us for them at some point. Like, if you're a big superstar, going to be world-class type player, they go to Real Madrid. That's why I'm glad we did lock up Destiny Udogie, because I just said it. I have to play
Destiny
it.
Udogie. Oh, yes. Oh, Destiny Udogie Day. Hey. Idiots, man.
There he is. Big shout out for that. No, that's why I'm glad that we signed him to a long-term deal, because just something told me as soon as I was watching him play in the preseason and in the first couple matches. I remember telling Michael, I was like, yo, I really feel like Real Madrid is going to come scoop up Destiny at any point. You know, he's not safe. And so we locked down that contract a little bit better. So I like to see that. Wilton says, no, I'm not happy that this has come back into focus. This is all about money, not the fans. Okay. I want to hear everyone's opinions because, again, I would say I'm more like I haven't really decided how I felt about it. To me, as a fan, like I'm like, okay, I try to always see both sides of the argument. You know what I mean? Big up Ash Patty in the chat. I always try to see both sides of it and like, what are the pros? Or at least let's hear out what are the pros to a potential new tournament. But I also, the main message I've heard since this all started back up again, Wilton, was everybody was, it was a resounding no, because it basically is all about money. It's not necessarily about level. Like if Tottenham were a part of it, they would always get into that competition regardless of how good or bad we are, which is quite humorous. But it would also, I believe, lead to some lackadaisical thought in regards to ambition. You know what I mean? Because if we know we got to play for this really expensive trophy at the end of the season, why would we necessarily even care about the Carabao Cup or the FA Cup? We hardly even give a shit about those cups. I mean, even if we won one of those trophies, the fans would be sitting there saying, "Oh, it's the Mickey, it's this and that." Even if we won Conference League, they would have made fun of it. We ain't won nothing, so I just won anything. So again, a part of me is like, oh, maybe it's a trophy. I could use a trophy right about now. So I don't know. But please keep letting me know how y'all feel in the chat. I will get to your comments. But obviously this is the news what we're discussing off the top. Tottenham this is from Fabrizio, obviously taking a piece. Oh, wrong window. Obviously taking a piece from our official club statement, but saying here, Tottenham have rejected the Super Club club statement also confirms our position has not changed. We remain committed to the values of European football and will continue to work with the fellow clubs through ECA and participate in UEFA competitions. But wasn't there the ruling that said, oh, if they, again, I'm so amateur when it comes to what all these regulations of the competitions and the shits, man. I ain't trying to worry about all that. I care more about players, managers, clubs, tactics, and then all the rigmarole. But, you know, I look at this and I'm like, bro, why you want me to conform to UEFA? So I feel a little bit like, why shouldn't we partake in it? Y'all are probably going to absolutely roast me in the chat for thinking that. But again, I just feel like, for me, y'all, I don't know enough about either side of this to really say this is the right or this is the right. I'm more like, let me hear out both sides. Let me hear out this argument. Who's going to tell me what I need to know? You know? But yeah, as far as all the, UEFA kind of sounded like they were trying to run monopoly on top tier competitions. And so I'm like, it's always nice to have, you know, competition for the competition, if that makes sense. But big up Ash, big up El Tel Cocarel in the house of the beer talk. How you doing? Says big up Jacob and Colin. Big up Colin every single time. He questions it, then sing it. I don't know what that means. Faisal, how you doing, Faisal, my friend? Totspurs in the house. Shakar, how you doing, Shakar? Yanis Rubelis, big up Jacob, Mary Angemus, and a happy Udogi year. Isn't that very beautiful? Madarius Bunting, how you doing? No, it says Napoli said yes too. Big up Mud. Actually, bro, I've been wanting to talk to you about this because this is my friend. I've known him since before I knew any of y'all's names that I've just read. Me and this guy go way back. He's one of the day ones. In real life, like before YouTube was even a thing. So he's a Real Madrid fan. I really want to know what your thoughts are on the Super League and why it could potentially be a lucrative opportunity. I mean, I'm all for hearing the counter arguments to something that even could be such a resounding no, like the Super League. I still want to hear, well, what could make the Super League actually a viable option and why should it be something that we could consider. I don't know. Chippy, dude, it kill clubs like QPR, Carlisle, and Leighton. Why would it? I don't know why it would kill them, but I mean, QPR, how many years since it's been that they were in the Premier League? Isn't this kind of for like big clubs? So I don't know. Hyper noise, isn't that the FFP rule? I have no idea what the FFP rule. Talking about Napoli. Before Faisal says, before I'm pretty mad about the Super League. Right now, me personally, neither upset or happy about it. Yeah, I don't know. The Beer Talk says, is Michael ever coming back? Well, Michael and I actually spoke about, I spoke to him recently kind of regarding the channel and stuff, and just said, hey, shoot, I mean, what did I say before I misquote myself? I just remember saying something along the lines of like, we were chatting about life, we were chatting about my wife and his family and yada yada, and because I mentioned that the Beer Talk, Ryman's son is another one I could think of. Y'all were asking me about Michael, so I mentioned to him, hey, some of the viewers would tell me to let you know they said happy holidays and that they miss you. And I was like, so you always know that your seat's warm whenever you want to sit in it, my friend. And he was just like, yeah, I appreciate that. He just really doesn't have the time or motivation for YouTube anymore. So he's just got a lot of shit on his plate. Yeah. So he's a working man. Like I said, he's been getting promoted at the company he works for. So he's doing mad things. He's doing big things. Michael and I are still bros. We're still brothers. We text every single game day. So he'll come back whenever, who knows, maybe we win the league and then Michael come back and then it's all gravy again. Who knows? But yeah, man, whenever he's got the motivation, his seat is right fucking there. That's my brother. That's my brother from another mother. I owe so much to Michael in life, not YouTube, like in real life. That's my dog. So yeah, man, he can come back whenever he's ready. He knows that. I wonder if that Arsenal YouTuber knows that you play that clip every day. I don't know, but I really don't give a shit either way if he does or doesn't feel any type of way about it, because really, that was his response. That was him imitating me. So I feel like I have a right to play it. If anything, it's a reference to me. He pulled my face on stream. Hey, that's just what it is. I meet the same energy with the same energy. Elder says both sides sucks. I kind of agree. I mean, but I don't know. Could it be cool? What are we thinking? Yeah, you're right. Them's the rules.
Destiny Adoji. Oh, yes. Oh, Destiny Adoji Day. Hey. Idiots, man.
Spurs GCTV says, will a Super League involve Super VAR? Ooh, what kind of VAR technology could they introduce? Who knows? Alexander Castro says, who's Michael? Michael he's the guy I started this channel with. He's my best friend. He's the guy who, yeah, man, love that guy. That's my guy. It's my dog. I started the channel with him. And then when I started doing shit full time, well, not full time, but like trying to do a show every day or every other day is kind of how I was like, yo, the channel's never going to grow if we only do like a once a week show. And he was hardly even available for the once a week show. So, he just, he, like I said, got married. He's got a big, beautiful house on the other side of town now. He's living it up. So don't you worry about Michael. But yeah, he's the other, actually, I think I might still have a picture up somewhere of him in this, or maybe I delete. Yeah, I might not be here anymore. There's a picture of him and Potch that I love to pull up, but this is the first picture I found. But that's not Michael. Let's see. All right, cool. I wanted to know what Mud had to say. Medarius, I want to know what he had to say about this. I'm gonna skip ahead in the chat a little bit. Medarius says this is a Real Madrid fan. So I wish his photo was a Real Madrid logo so you knew who his team is. But he says, personally, I am against the Super League only because it's only fair for every club to earn their spot in European play on the pitch. But that was a response to UEFA's current format because a lot of the teams don't really like it. Plus UEFA, we all know, is corrupt and could have some improvements overall. Sorry, battling COVID right now, or else I'd say let me pop up on the screen. Hey, no worries, bro. Rest up. Make sure you stay hydrated. I'm sorry to hear you got some COVID, man. That sucks. It is going round like the holidays coming back round. But I appreciate you typing all that. Let me know where your stance is with it, because look, I kind of don't really feel any way about it. I feel like the club's going to make the decision. I think that we were in it at first, and then we fired Jose. And then Ryan Mason was like, we're not in it. I don't know anything about a Super League. I still can't believe when all this shit hit the fan, I still can't believe we were just like, hey, Ryan, go deal with all that. You go in front of the cameras, Ryan, and you tell everyone why we're in the Super League, or why we originally agreed to be in the Super League. Absolutely hilarious. But there it is. Chippy says it will make the 4-league system become irrelevant. It'll be brand teams only. It's the death of tradition. Interesting. And I have heard this take, and if it is true, that does sound quite awful. So like, I wouldn't support it, but I'm just curious, what is that true? I mean, or are the big brand teams already like big brand teams that are already a monopoly? I don't know, but maybe it would, in a metaphorical sense, like it's already all in the box, but by doing this, it would then close the box and seal it that these are now the only people outside of the box. That may be the case, Chippy. And again, I appreciate y'all chiming in. Let me know what y'all think about it. What about the Gironas, Stuttgarts, Bolognas, Villas of this life? Will they play Conference League? Did those people also agree to join the Super League? I don't know. Super League is no different to an oligopoly. Equals less innovation, more corruption, and even higher costs for the fans. I don't like higher costs, so whatever that's worth. And when I say current format, I mean next year's format that was introduced. So, let me see. Let me read. But this was a response to UEFA's current format. Oh, because now it's not even group stages anymore. It's just a big bracket. It's like March Madness in this bitch. Is that what we're doing? March Madness type Champions League? That's going to be crazy. Hey, Big Up C Cube says, I thought Mike got you into Spurs in the first place, right? So Mike blessed us with you. That is true. That is true. Mike is the reason why I chose Spurs. Well, yes, he was the main motivator. I would say that. I would absolutely say that. Do you want to be there on merit or because your brand? I mean, I would like to think that my reputation would precede me at an event, i.e., Tottenham's reputation would precede us at such a competition as the Super League. So in a sense, that would speak highly to the rich history of the brand, right, Chippy? If we're getting in, they open the door. I mean, think about it. If you're fucking George Clooney and you pull up to the nightclub, you ain't got to wait in line. You ain't got to wait for the bouncer to pat you down. You're fucking George Clooney. You know what I mean? To me, it sounds like a statement of where we are as a club. I don't know. Maybe I'm just trying too hard to play counterpoint here, Chippy. I invited Kuva on, but it's a little late. I had to do the show super late. My wife was running late today. Got a lot of holiday clientele to take care of. But I really want to have a dialogue about this with those of you like you, Chippy, who are against it, because I got questions. I've got questions. And honestly, like, maybe it's just a different perspective. Like, is it a bad thing that we've got so much clout? I don't know. I don't know that that's a bad thing, but should we be rewarded because of it to this day? Probably not. But like I said, George Clooney don't wait at the club. The club open up. Even if they're about to close, they'll stay open later if George Clooney's pulling up. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to be George Clooney at these football brands. We got to, I mean, obviously, like Real Madrid, Barcelona. Wasn't there 6 or 4 teams from It was the Big Six, essentially, from the EPL that said, yeah, we'll do it the first time round, if I'm not mistaken. Because they're just like, we're the Big Six of the EPL. So I do see that, like, retroactively, that would then make it like, what about Southampton or Crystal Palace? What about those guys? How did they get into some? Are they ever going to be able to achieve? But is Newcastle? What would it take to them? What would it take for them to do to make a Big Seven or kick one of us out of the Big Six? I don't know. It just seems like a lot of stature and posturing, and again, that's why I said this shit's above my pay grade. I don't know enough about it. Merovingian, let's all be honest. How many of us actually watch leagues below the Prem and the other second-tier leagues, and do we watch the game like tonight? Football is so clogged up with dull games. It's a sign of something. It's a sign of the times, I think is what you're trying to say. Alexander Castro, those teams I mentioned are qualifying for the Champions League at the moment, yet they would not be Super League teams. Oh, okay. That's why you mentioned those teams, Alexander. When you said, what about Girona's, Stuttgart's, Bologna's, Villa's? Hey, I guess they got to hold that they're not big enough. I don't know. I don't know what the right answer is here. Yeah, this is a good point, Barry Shuttleworth. Thank you, Barry. Clubs saying open for Clooney is great for Clooney, but it's not great for anybody else. You're right. It is a little bit tunnel vision. Like, fuck everybody who's been waiting in the snow. I know you've been waiting in the rain, everybody, and all you in your hoochie suits and your Gucci suits. And, but I mean, George Clooney, you think he concerns, does George Clooney concern himself? What do they say? Does a lion concern himself with the sheep? I don't know. Is it right? I don't know. But the world isn't fair. If I've learned anything in life, it is that life is not fair. I've seen way too many good people have really bad things happen to them and their families. So in my life, in my run of it, it's never fair. But I'm just interested in the dialogue, because you don't really hear too many counterpoints to say why. Maybe the Super League could be good for us. Like, I'm just thinking of it from a Tottenham fan's perspective. Like, I pulled up to the scene. They said, hey, yo, this is the guy. Let him in. And they just opened the door, let me in. Regardless of what I'm dressed like, dress code has nothing to do with it. That to me sounds like we the biggest swingers in the, you know what I'm saying? We got our reputation precedes us, like how you show up to a party and it's like, oh yeah, we heard about you, old Jimmy John from down Johnny Boy Lane, and we heard about you, all these good things, all these amazing things that you've done. Hey, cool. Hey, thank you. You want some more d'oeuvres and a free drink? Thank you very much. Now, if they didn't know that, I'd be stuck at the door. They're like, let me check the guest list. Let me see if you're on the list. I think that just speaks to the historical stature of our club. And to me, that sounds like something we could be proud of, maybe. I don't know. Let's see. Hypenoise says Champions League next year is more like MLB. I don't know how that works either. MLB's thing, honestly. Michael, I would love Michael to be here, because then he could inform us how it works. Hey, shout out to Texas Rangers, World Series champs. Mervingan says, if there's a rule to say these lower teams get a percentage of the ESL, I've no issue. Football needs to keep up. Ooh, keep up with that. Hey, that's a good idea. Giving a percentage, like a equal share to the remaining clubs in the Premier League or something. That sounds kind of nice. Hey, when it rains, you know what I'm saying? There's only so many buckets we got to collect the rain. Let someone else collect the rain too, Hey, I'm cool with it. Everybody getting rich. Shamu says, we'll take Tobido as long as he isn't from the same place as Saliba, who filmed dodgy stuff in the changing rooms. I don't know what that is a reference to. I don't know what dodgy stuff going on in them changing rooms. I don't want to know. But I like Tobido. I think he looks, or Todibo. The D is for. Look, I got called out for the thumbnail too. Honest mistake, Eric Hooverson, friend. We are not George Clooney FC, but Super League wouldn't work either way. Why? Again, I'm curious. Please, people, let me know why wouldn't it work? Why wouldn't it work? I'm just asking the questions. I ain't seen it. I've just seen more people pissed than I've seen the other. Zapur, hey, big up Zapur. How you doing? Says hello, Chewy and Spurs streamer guy. Which leagues would qualify for Super League that don't qualify for UCL? Saudi teams, MLS, Mexican. Well, I have no fucking idea. Great question. Sounds like something a content creator should have prepared. But hey, here we are. I have no idea. Again, I did say this was above my pay grade, so it wasn't false advertisement. But make sure y'all are hitting the like. There's over 85 of y'all in the house. Hello, how you doing? Happy Thursday. Did anyone watch the Crystal Palace versus Brighton? I watched it purely because we play Brighton after we play Everton. Curious to see how they're looking. They didn't look great, but they almost went and won the damn thing. I'll tell you that much. Eric says, we are also 1 to 2 years from having a competitive squad, so no real rush for European competition. Fair enough. But think about if we could just play our kids versus Barcelona. I would love to see what our defenders, let those kids go learn against Lamine Yamal. That might be good for their growth. I'm just saying, might not be bad. Question from Dry Rose Peanut. Why would Stanis, Idumbo, Muzambo want to leave Ajax? Surely you can't pick a better club to develop as a young player. I hope it's not money motivated. I do have some tweets and such that we can look at, and we'll find out, and we will talk about Dry Rose Peanut. I do have some things on the young man, but if you watch any of the videos, I saw that he was 15 dancing around. I mean, he looked kind of nice. He looked pretty slick with it. I was just talking about Lamine Yamal. I'm not saying this guy reminds me of Lamine Yamal, but talk to me nicely. Yeah, I usually skip over what y'all when y'all at each other, so I don't know what y'all talking about half the time when it comes to that. But let's see here. Let me get to the bookmark. I mean, while we are talking about the young kid, let's just go ahead and let me share this. Obviously not just in. This tweet was fucking like 7 hours ago. It was at 8 o'clock in the morning, about 9-10 hours ago. So this just in 10 hours ago. Tottenham Hotspur have offered Ajax midfield prospect Stanis Idumbo a 4-year contract, with his current contract ending in 2024. The Belgian has deleted all photos of him at Ajax and on social media, proof his choice is imminent. Is that proof? Yo, my thing is kind of glitching out. Am I still on? Am I still on? Hello? Yo, my TV's doing this weird Matrix looking shit. It's actually like bugging my eyes out. Eric says, I'm just sick of seeing Tottenham get destroyed in Europe year after year. I am too. That's kind of why I've always said, why do I want to finish in Champions League spot if we don't have a damn squad that can compete in Champions League? If we have a squad that can compete, then sure, let's qualify all we want. But if not, what are we doing here? Did you and Hassam break up, bro? No, we did not. He's got a show on tonight, I think. Yeah, he's on right now. Big up. Make sure you go hit a like over there on This Is Football with Hassam. He's doing a El Aqua. The thing is, like, there's really no point in having me on there tonight. So there's, God, this monitor is really bugging me out. It's like glitching and it's really bugging my eyes. Yeah, well, I mean, you don't need 6 people on a panel to talk about games that ain't even happened, in my opinion. And I think that's what it is. Like, sometimes there's just a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? Let's keep it. Also, think about it. If I'm on this one like twice a week, you kind of be like, oh, I've seen enough of Jacob on this channel. I don't need to tune in, etc., etc. But look at it. Big up Hassam and them. That's the family. He's not scary. He just wants you to think he's scary. He did want you to think. God, this is actually starting to give me a headache. This screen glitching on my face like this. But big up, over 100 people across all 3 platforms. How's everyone doing this evening? Sorry, I'm starting to get a headache because this screen is glitching. Let me just try turning the TV off and on. Hopefully this doesn't mess up the stream. Let's see. That's really bugging my face, man. Ah, that was hurting my eyes. I'm so sorry, y'all. Bear with me. Of course, there's like 100 people, and I'm like, bear with me while I deal with more technology shit. My TV was bugging out. It was like everything looking, it was really hurting my eyes. Let's see. Come on. Don't play with me now. Still doing it. That's their way. Yeah, migraine's definitely incoming. Let me try unplugging it and plugging it back in. Did I fix it? Hey, I think I fixed it. It is a Samsung. It is a Samsung Hypenoise. But it stopped. All I did was touch the wire and it stopped. There we go. Ain't that nice? Do Texans generally say TV instead of monitor, or is it actually a TV? I mean, monitors and TVs are really the same thing. When you boil it down, it's a fucking rectangle thing that you plug in and you plug stuff into. It's the same thing to me. I don't know. But big up, Jake Kismat. Bless up as well to you. Let's see. Now that it's not strobing on me and I can actually read the text on the fucking screen. Look, this kid. This kid right here. The Belgian. I wish I could play clips, man. I don't know if y'all have seen some clips, but definitely go check out some of the clips that they've been putting online. Let me see. Why am I showing y'all all my news? Hang on. I did have another tweet about this kid. Here he is. So this is literally the same exact tweet from a different account. Oh, that's some game footage. But yeah, the game footage is kind of crazy when you watch. He's 18 years old. So apparently when he was 15, he was very, very saucy in some of these videos that I've been seeing shared around. Kid seems quite talented, if I'm honest. Hey, also, side note, I did want y'all to know, watch along. I mean, I haven't told my wife technically, but watch along is on. Watch along is on. For Saturday. The watch along is on. Sorry, I'm trying to mess with this damn thing. Technology really don't like me today. So, I don't know. Is this a thread? No, they just got a bunch of clips of them. But go to this Twitter, Lily White Lab. Hang on. They're saying he's one of the most technically gifted youngsters. Could be some issues with his mentality and application, but certainly a big talent. And then they later like quote tweeted that and spoke on it more and said it's not necessarily his attitude, but it's that he said he wants to go to a bigger club. He said Ajax ain't big enough for me. Bro, Ajax was big enough for Zlatan, but it ain't big enough for Stanis. He's 18 years old. We'll look at him we'll do our amateur scouting report like we did on Tobado. And honestly, Tobado, I did like what I seen. I remember. Oh, Stanis. I typed in Yanis. Shout out Yanis Rubelis. Stanis Idumbo. He's at Jong Ajax, so that's not even... Isn't that the youngsters? That's like the... Whoa. That's like the league below, if I'm not mistaken. But I found him. I was asking your SofaScore report. There. Hey, we're about to do it right now. It's on YouTube as well. All right, yeah, make sure y'all check out every video I've seen of this kid. He's saucy as hell. He's slick with it. He got something. Yeah, just like Driver's Penis. Hey, the kid has something. Hey, big up Beer Talk. Hit the like. Let's do a little amateur scouting report. 18 years old, 5'7", right-footed midfielder. Where's the number 10 for Jong Ajax? I don't even know if that's how you say it right, but Stanis Idumbo Muzambo. Stanis Idumbo Muzambo. Hopefully I'll get some kind of correct pronunciation on that. But you know me, I don't pronounce anyone's name right, apparently. So far he has played 11 matches, started 8. He's got 3 goals and no assists. His expected assist is 0.00. So I guess they don't expect him to ever get assists. Let's see. This is the only place he's been. How did he do last year? 12 played. He started 1, so he came off the bench 11 times last year. Not great. 0 goals. Well, let's look at this year because he's a very young person. He's very, very young. But hey, look at this game. This game he had a goal, 3 shots off target, 1 on target, 1 out of 2 dribble attempts successful. How many times is he? 8. It's about average. He loses the ball about average amount of time. Let's see what his dribbling looks like. 0 big chances missed. 0.5 shots on target per game. So, he is a midfielder. So, what's his passing? 76%, 80% in his own half, 69% in the opposition's half. The numbers don't really look like fantastic. But that don't really mean shit at the end of the day. Let's see what this little bio says. 18 years old. He prefers to play with his right foot. Career stats. Yeah, I don't know. My amateur scouting report, very much amateur. I don't know. I don't see enough to say this is what I think or this is, yeah. I don't know. I didn't see anything that really was like with Tobido, where it was over 101, averaging over 100 touches per match. That's pretty special, but yeah, I don't know. Only 5'7", a little small, but hey, he's got them dribble moves, height and everything. Hypnoid says he seems to be very selfish, but can already hold off players. He seems pretty strong on the ball and very shifty and nifty with the ball at his feet. Yeah, when he dribbles, man, he was sending fools going left and right. He's pretty quick with it. Kind of like what I've seen. Those stats aren't screaming too good for Ajax. But that's the thing. He's not even playing for Ajax first team. It's for Jong Ajax, which is I believe in the league below, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. 5'7" is like being dead. Drunk Vigo. Hey, shout out all the short kings in the chat. But yeah, y'all, I don't know. Highlight reel looks immaculate. The stats probably deceive, which that happens. But he's got a few goals this year. 11 appearances, and he's got 3 goals, so he can score. He can dribble. We know that. And his heat map is just kind of all over the place. Like, look. He's just kind of everywhere. The dude covers ground. There's no significant area that he occupies more than another, really. In the opponent's our left-hand side on their half, but he's kind of everywhere, so that's nice. He get around. I'm trying to find anything that these stats could tell me about him, but that's gonna do it for the amateur report. Amateur as hell, I might add. Hypnoid says he has a low center of gravity, has tight control of the ball, and has a good long pass. What was his numbers saying about his long pass? Accurate long ball, 62%. Accurate chip passes, 50%. I mean, I don't know what the average is, if I'm honest, but it fits and aligns with our whole new approach that we've been hearing of, which is this data-driven analytical approach, which I'm sure the data they have. Y Scout is a lot more in depth. So I would trust anyone who uses Y Scout, but it is like $600 a month, some crazy shit. So I don't pay for that. I have a family to feed. I don't pay for Y Scout. So you get Amateur Scout. You get the I don't know Y Scout. You don't get Y Scout here. You get the I don't know Y Scout. But there it is. 5'7" is not short. It's average. Don't be hating on average height people. Chicks dig the long ball. Yes, they do. I wasn't hating on average height people. I don't know what the average is. I just ain't been 5'7" since like a long time ago. Let me see. Yeah, my son agrees. Oh yeah, there's Jan Vertonghen. Some really kind of sad quotes coming out today. FB Ref is good. Oh, I might have to start looking into that. I'll look into that one. That's a good shot. Let me pull it up actually. I'm gonna try and see if I can get down with that and know how to use it a little bit more. But yeah, I'm looking at this photo and this guy tweeted, "It's mad that Vertonghen was ever allowed back on the pitch after this. Hearing him talk about it now is shocking and should be a wake-up call to the sport." Did y'all hear some of... I don't even think I had this in the title because I didn't really... Well, this is in the title, so let me talk about it obligatory before I talk about Vertonghen getting his face smashed in and then continuing the match and then playing a week later. Paul O'Keefe gave us an update here on James Maddison. Says Maddison is to... Here, why is it small? Damn it. James Maddison is to return from Dubai and join up with his teammates at Hotspur Way whilst he continues to build up his fitness. He could join up tomorrow being today. So he could join up today with the team is what Paul's saying. I don't know what that means, but there it is. Jarvis Penis says, sorry if this has been answered, but are you for or against a move for Gallagher? I do have a tweet on Gallagher, so I will reveal that later, but I haven't answered that yet. Is that a heat map for one game? That's crazy. No, that's his average heat map. Yo, that's his hang on, let me share it. That is his heat map for the season. For 11 matches. These are the areas he occupies. That's what I'm saying. Come on. Jadang. Hey, big up, Jay. It's always about tough choices, my friend. Life ain't got nothing but tough choices. But big up yourself. Appreciate you being here. Make sure you are hitting the like one time for the one time. If you haven't already, make sure you do. It is absolutely free to do. Cost $0. But yeah, there you go. Paul O'Keefe giving us a little update there. Thank you for that. Charlie Eccleshare says center back is our priority. Dragusin, Tosi plus Kelly on the list. It's funny because Dragusin, I heard, is off because he just signed a new deal, a brand new deal. It doesn't mean that you can't sign him just because he signed a new deal, but it does appear as though Dragusin, I don't really think that's going to happen, to be honest. I'll be amazed if it does. Maybe in the summer type of purchase. I just don't see it happening in the gym. But center back priority, Idumbo and Tosin and Kelly. Man, I like Idumbo. I like what I've seen from him. Tosin's looking to be in good form since he's been back healthy for Fulham. I don't know. It says Tottenham will also move for Gallagher if Chelsea are willing to sell. Jota is an option. Tony seems unlikely. I never really thought Tony would happen. Latest on Pierre-Emile Højbjerg and possible outgoings. We know that Pierre-Emile Højbjerg is linked with Juventus, and he apparently has green-lit a move there. So he's down to get down at Juve. And if he should move... Oh, I'm reading off of... I don't even have the damn thing shared. Wow. I didn't even have the damn thing shared. I was reading this tweet and shit. for the past 2 minutes, and I didn't even have it shared. No one told me. What are we doing here? Big up, Ren. Good morning. How you doing? Or afternoon. It might be a little bit later there. But yeah. So yeah, I think Dragusin, this guy, not to drag us into a elongated conversation. You like that one? You like I did? Actually, technically, that's the same joke I used yesterday. So really, kind of unoriginal for me. Kind of lazy, if I'm honest. I should really do better. Should absolutely do better. Yeah, I don't know. Do we want to talk about this? Do we want to talk about Jan Vertonghen stuff? Because I got some stuff on Jan Vertonghen. On his head collision in the Spurs versus Ajax match, he said, I had a nosebleed. I remember I wasn't 100% before that match. The combination of the huge blow and not feeling well before meant I suffered for 9 months. I was so shaky on my legs in the return match 1 week later. In the return match 1 week later, he says. UCL final, I spent entire match counting down to the 90th minute. On the way back to the hotel, I fell asleep on the player bus. I felt really bad, and during that period, I made the link to the collision with Alderweireld and Onana. So he felt really bad on the bus and in the match, counting down the moments until the match was over because he was really not feeling good. I believe he went on to finish that match too, if I'm not mistaken. Quote says, I couldn't go to a restaurant. I tried it once and left after 10 minutes. I couldn't tolerate crowds, falling asleep anywhere. I felt it was a mental psychological problem. My contract was expiring. If I said I had mental problems, I didn't know what this would mean for other clubs. I played matches very badly that year. So Yan got busted up, obviously not well, finishes the match. I mean, look at this picture above me. He went on to play again in this match after getting smashed in the face. Y'all still talking about people's height. I'm really trying to not get distracted by the conversation. Look, I'm 6'4", all this 5'7". Miss me. Yeah, anyway, I just started that because I thought... Y'all are silly. Y'all are silly in the chat. Jan Vertonghen. That's the same physio, by the way. I don't think we've changed our physio room much at all. I hope we have, but also I saw this typical piece of news from David Ornstein. He says this every single he says this every single window that we're going to be operating on a tight budget and that our expenditures depends on our departures. I don't know. I think it's just PR waffle. Tottenham will be operating on a tight budget in January. Their approach to other positions will depend on whether funds can be generated. I think they just want to tweet about Daniel Levy because they know it's going to get some interaction. Like, let's see what people are saying in response to this. Zero Ambition FC, Levy out. Bro, Levy's gotten people to quit their YouTube channel. That's insane. Levy got so much power out here. Did y'all hear that? I don't hear that. I don't hear anything. Well, I think he says we got our Tottenham back. Yeah, X is a crazy place, aka Twitter. But you knew this was going to get some interaction. What were the numbers on this tweet? 73.9 thousand views. Oh, so it actually ain't that many numbers. Like, there you go. I'll give you a like. How about that? Look at this guy. 2.6 million people follow this guy. Insane. What are we saying here? Did he tweet anything about it, or has it just been everybody else? Because this is December 19th. That's fucking 2 days ago. But they're saying this. David Ornstein said that. I don't know. But hey, we'll find out. The proof will be in the pudding. So there are rumors about Conor Gallagher to Spurs. They are intensifying, and apparently if Chelsea are willing to sell, we will be going in. No Little Wayne. Big up Terry Collins says, Merry Christmas, Jacob. Merry Christmas to you, Terry Collins, and a Happy New Year. Rob Frank says, I'm 5'7" and feel attacked. Hey, can y'all stop talking about each other's height? What's going on here? Hey, however tall or short you are, it's all good in the hood. Football Confidential trolls too much. Yo, actually, I think I blocked them. There's someone that was tweeting some rubbish, and I was like, why do I even follow this motherfucker? Do you consider 50 to 100 net spin as a tight budget? I hope we spend 100. Let's do it. I mean, everyone's prices are a little bit inflated in the January window, if I'm honest. Because at that point, you're taking someone's asset and trying to improve your own situation or achieve your goals for that season. And by removing the talk of Arsenal buying Douglas Luiz, when literally if Arsenal lose to Liverpool and Villa win, they go top of the league, if I'm not mistaken. Did I just talk out my ass? I thought I heard someone say that, and I didn't verify it before I just fucking talked out my ass. Villa are 1 point. Yeah, okay, so it is true. Look, here's the table. Villa are 1 point behind Arsenal. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. Aston Villa are, wow. So I hope Arsenal lose, and I hope Liverpool win. But Aston Villa would jump Arsenal in the table, and I think that would mean that we all say, yo, why are you saying that I'm height shaming, James? Quit lying. That's just not even cool. Because then you say shit like that, and then people run with it. So can y'all please stop talking about how tall people are? And James, Jacob, please stop with your height shaming. 5'7". Bro, I didn't height shame anybody. I literally just said whatever size you are, it's all good. And you come here saying that I'm height shaming, bro. Miss me with that. Paul Brown says, good evening, Jacob, and season's greetings. Season's greetings to you as well. As always, come on, you Spurs, like, share, and subscribe. Big up, Paul Brown. Appreciate you being here. But yeah, I think it's absolutely crazy that Aston Villa are in this position that they are in. It's quite funny, and I like to see them shake things up because no one, I think, expected this to be occurring. And if they could, even if say Arsenal and Liverpool draw and Villa win, what does Villa's schedule look like? I think they have a favorable schedule, if I'm not mistaken. They have Sheffield United. So by all accounts and purposes, they should be able to go out there and get all 3 points versus Sheffield. So really, this is kind of a must win for Arsenal. Let's see what their schedule looks like. Hang on. Yeah, they got Sheffield, then they got Manchester United. Sheffield, Manchester United, Burnley, Everton, Newcastle. They've got a favorable run. Yeah, they've got a nice little schedule. They've played a lot of the big six. I'm honestly, yeah, man, I'm a little bit concerned. Hey, if anyone's going to win the Premier League, as long as it's not Arsenal, I guess if I had to pick out of the top teams in the table right now, if any of them were to win the league, who cares? I'd rather see Villa win it over any of them. Good evening. And then also, anyone but Arsenal. If Tottenham ain't going to win the league, which we're probably not, and I can understand why and can see why, but we're only 6 points off of first place, and Arsenal are acting like they've had this fantastic season. It's actually quite silly. Villa going to be top of the league. Just saying, a good evening.
Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening. Every single time. Where did the hey? There it is. You just got some. There's some good evening for you, Stephen Collins. I don't know if it's Stephen or Stephen, but it's spelled like Stephen Curry, and he's a stickler for that. So he says, "Hi Jacob, 3 points versus Toffees. Nice Xmas present. Come on, you Spurs. Big up, Stephen or Stephen, however you say it. But yes, nice Xmas present indeed would be to win. But then not only that, I would say to turn around and go and get another 3 points. Look, because we got Brighton right after them. 5 days later, we got Brighton. And I watched Brighton today. We should go get after them. We should go get after them and get them 3 points versus them fucking Seagulls. God, the Seagulls make me so mad. If you've watched this show throughout the years, you know I have a personal beef with Seagulls in real life. And then when I think about Brighton, outside of my birthday, whenever Gareth Bale hit the game winner versus them, like, man, fuck them Seagulls. For real. Big up Faz Rad Farces. Big up Jacob. So funny. A good evening. Good evening indeed. What did the Seagulls do to you, Jacob? Rich. Do you want Rich? All right. So when I worked for the Cowboys, every year we'd go to California for the for training camp. And so this is going to be just a second. We are over an hour. Make sure you are hitting a like on the video one time for the one time. But I'm going to share a personal anecdote here. So when I was working for the Dallas Cowboys, once a year before the season would start, we would go out to California for a month, not like 4 or 5 weeks or so, for training camp. And it was out there in Southern California in the LA area. I mean, it wasn't LA, but it was in the LA area, just to make it easier for those of y'all abroad who don't really know the ins and outs of where California shit. But so on the off days was like the one day of the week, every 2 weeks, 10, 12 days would go by, and then you get an off day. And on that off day, you get to do whatever you want. So like, I would go to the beach. I would go do different shit. Me and coworkers go do different stuff, you know, just different stuff to occupy yourself. Why? Because you're kind of like on lockdown in this hotel while you're away for a month. So without explaining too long, I wasn't in the best. I wasn't. How do I put this? I was pretty depressed in real life. Like shit was going good, but like my work-life balance wasn't good. I was working way too much and I had no time to myself. So I was really in like this really weird, dark place of loneliness. And so I'm at the beach, right? And it's my off day and I've had a really fucking rough, like 12, 13 days. And I'm like, I got a sandwich and a drink. And I was like, I'm just going to go sit by the pier and like listen to the waves and enjoy my lunch. Stupid me, man. Stupid me thought you could just pull up to the pier with a sandwich, because these fucking seagulls pulled up, snatched my sandwich from my hand, and while trying to like, it took me by surprise and I knocked over my drink. So I literally lost my sandwich, lost my drink, all within like 30 seconds. And it was like, wow, everything was just, God, made me so mad. So every time I think about Brighton, I think about that fucking seagull, man. I think about that bastard. And anytime I see a seagull, man, fuck them. I will punch a seagull. I don't appreciate animal cruelty, but I will fight a seagull. They are some assholes. God, I'm still thinking about that. It was such a good looking sandwich. I remember it was fucking, meats, Italian meats sandwich, meats and a Dr. Pepper. And I just wanted to enjoy my lunch and relax on my day off. And that fucking seagull, man. Woosah. I'm good, bro. I'm bigger than a fucking seagull. I'm bigger than a seagull. Fuck them seagulls. But for real, I have a problem with Brighton. And it's not Brighton's fault that stupid ass seagull took my damn sandwich on the day. But if I could get a hold of that seagull, I hurt that damn thing, man. I'll tell you what. Fucking, It's just like, what is that? Lincoln's Law or whatever. When shit can go wrong, when everything can go wrong, it will. And the fucker just, I was just like, I just unwrapped it. It was like he's watching me, and I know he was watching me. And as soon as I opened it, fuck. As soon as I opened it, just scoop. And I was like, oh, and then I knocked over my drink. And fuck, man. Now I'm probably going to get demonetized for that, but God, it makes me so mad. Now I'm reliving it, and I'm getting angry. There goes the money on the video, because I was cursing about some damn seagulls. Whatever. The seagulls, the truth needs to be spoken. YouTube may not want to advertise on this video because the truth has been spoken today about the seagulls. I don't trust them, man. You never trust a fucking seagull around you for nothing. All right? You got anything you like near a seagull, you better lock it down. I hate seagulls, man. I hate them. I love all animals, but I hate seagulls. Little rats of the air. Don't the Cowboys train in University of California, Irvine? They used to, James. Back in like the 80s, 90s, 70s, 80s, 90s. They are out in fuck, I can't even think of the name of it anymore. But it's out there by Ventura. It's not Ventura, but I just remember Ventura was one of the city names because they used to hold like a fucking festival once a year, and it would be like the Ventura County Fair or whatever. I can't remember the name. You lost a fight to a seagull. Bro, it wasn't even a fight. He just pulled up, took my shit, and dipped. God, I don't even know if he ate the whole sandwich. Big up Ash says, I understand, Jacob. I have an ongoing feud with pigeons. The birds, not Richie. Yo, pigeons are some assholes too, but at least they're small and punchable. You know what I mean? You just knock them out. Boom, boom. The seagull, he swoop like an asshole. Mine. That's literally what it's like. Mine. Like Finding Nemo. Mine. Big up Rich. A seagull once stole my friend's battered fish. He left the chips though. I mean, that's what I'm saying. They're hit and runs. They're fucking drive-bys from the seagulls. Absolute. Oh. So every time we play the seagull, and we play the ass twice a year. So every time we play him, it's like, just goes back into my head like a damn, someone just run that back on the jukebox one time. And I'm just sitting there like, finally, something to make myself feel a little bit better about my circumstances. There goes a fucking seagull eating my sandwich. Oh. I didn't even eat a sandwich after that. I remember I was like so fucking pissed off that I just was like, cool. I guess I lose today. You know, it's one of those days you just take the L and you move on. Murphy's Law. That's what it is. Not Lincoln's Law. It's Murphy's Law. I bet it was the traffic that got him to the point. Traffic out there in LA is insane. Like a movie scene in real life. I'm telling you, bro. Absolute assholes. I hate them. Mine. Y'all are some jerks. Sky pikes. Sky pickies. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. But there's sky rats. The rats of the skies. Yeah, Rich, you asked, and you got the whole story. That story went on for 7 minutes. 7 minutes. Wow, immaculate vibes at risk because of a seagull. That's what I'm saying. I don't like these seagulls, man. No money. All right, I'm not going to do that again. Literally, when I did that, like 20 people left. I'm not going to force an ad upon y'all again. That's such a dick move. Jacob, promise you we will win the remaining matches 3-1, starting with Everton and then Seagulls. I want the Seagulls to get nothing. They've had enough. I want them to see nothing. In JBLM base in Washington, we have to do our physical training and roll around in seagull shit all over the field. It's super nasty. It's gross, man. But I bet that got you in some really good shape, James. I could use a physical training rolling in, well, maybe not the seagull shit, but I like kookaburras. Never kick nothing from no one. I don't know what a kookaburra is technically. I had to witness a seagull eat a pigeon alive right in front of my balcony. Eat a seagull eating a pigeon. That's interesting. Yo, goals are from the ghetto. I hate goals from the ghetto. That's a good movie, Todd. Y'all are hilarious. The seagull probably would have said, "Hold that, Jacob." Yo, he would have. He absolutely would have been like, "On your head top." Absolute dicks. I like rude parrots. Always worth a laugh on YouTube. Oh, the ones that are like really mean and they know how to say mean stuff. That's kind of fun. People lose their eyes to magpies, but only when they're protecting their babies. Magpies attack babies? Are you saying Australian babies are getting attacked by magpies? And if you save your baby, they take your eyes? Yo, this is why people are scared of Australia, because everything will fucking kill you. They're either going to kill your baby or take your eyes. I want neither. I want neither of those things to happen. Neither, please. It's Murphy's Law, Lincoln Law. Hey, that's what I'm saying. Out here in El Paso ain't no stupid ass seagulls, man. Ain't no seagulls out here stealing my shit. All right? Ever seen a plover? Those things makes football training hard because they build nests in the middle of the fields and defend their... Now, I don't know what a plover is. Sounds like an asshole. Jacob would have been a wonderful addition to the... Oh, I don't know what y'all talking about. Look at a kookaburra right now. All right. Kookaburra. What's wrong with these guys? They look all right. They look kind of cute. Yeah. They seem all right. Fucking kookaburra. I ain't upset about it. Hey, big up Mile High Hotspur says pesky seagulls. Big up my homies. Hope you're well. Jacob just caught me some Christmas time tamales. Bro, those are the best. Christmas, New Year's tamales. You got to put them in the freezer as well. Save them for the New Year and get some fucking tamales in the New Year. A falcon ate a squirrel in my backyard 2 days ago. A falcon. Wow. A dingo stole my baby. Isn't that actually a real thing? And the dingoes steal babies. Isn't that like legitimately that's happened in Australia? And that's why it's a saying, because it legitimately happened. Yanis says we have this bird called a super winged plover. Nasty as can cut you open. Okay. Well, since we're looking, let's just look up a plover then. Oh, they look kind of sweet. Plovers don't look bad. Look at that. You saying that thing is a bastard? I mean, I can see how that little beak would probably be a fucking nuisance. Bird of beaches, little bird beaches. That's kind of sweet. They look kind of fun. They look pretty small. Look like you could just squeeze them, pop them like a little orange or something. Magpies attack people protecting their babies. Yeah, I know the people are protecting their babies from these damn magpies. If the magpie has a baby, the magpie's protecting its babies, and it takes your eyes as pay. Okay, that makes sense. They swoop bike riders too. Yo, I ain't trying to go to Australia and get my ass whooped. Richo, hey, big up Richo. Hey, except for the next few hours, Richo. First of all, appreciate you being here. Secondly, big up. I hope you're well. And then thirdly, I hope you do take an L this weekend. I hope Sean Dyche, I hope y'all win out, and I hope Dele Alli bags 15 goals and assists for you the rest of the way. Except for this weekend. And then the next time we see you. But other than those, I hope you win out, Richo, because I think you're a good guy. Terrifying. You need to hear their laugh. That sounds scary. Jacob, I really feel like I need to write these all down and go on your show to give you an actual lowdown. You might need to. Next members show, Ren. Come on down. What's going on? What Australian plover attack? They look kind of sweet. I'm not. Sorry, this is a football stream, but I do have ADHD, and sometimes someone asked me why I got a big problem with Brighton, Richo. So you probably weren't here when this whole tangent started, and I do apologize to those of you waiting for the football talk to resume. Someone asked me, no, it was Rich. It wasn't someone, it was Rich. YouTube member Rich said, oh, why do you have such a problem with seagulls? Because I told him I didn't like Brighton because I have a problem with seagulls. And then I went on this whole story about seagulls. And then apparently plonkers are attacking Australia and magpies are swooping in and stealing babies. A whole different, I don't know what's going on. But let me get back to the news, the transfer news that I've got. I don't have too much left, y'all, so appreciate y'all hanging tight with me. This is a thread on some thoughts on what Conor Gallagher could bring the Spurs if we did get him, which first of all in the chat, just a simple why, like a Y for yes or an N for no. Hit me with a yes or no. Do you think Conor Gallagher would be a good fit for Spurs? Let's say even if we do or do not get rid of players. I personally think he would be an upgrade on Højbjerg. That's not saying much, but he's easily been Chelsea's best player this season. I see the first answer is a no from Hypenoise. Jacob Attenborough. Who's that? Merovingen. Plonkers. Yeah, the damn plonker birds. We all ADHD. Hey, big up. Hey, the gang checking in. See, that's why the regulars, you day one, like Ren, that's why I know she loves the show too. Cause y'all can follow my brain because we're all on the same wavelengths where it's like yada, yada, yada. Oh, look at that. That's the color blue. Blue makes me think of bluebirds. Bluebirds make me think of songbirds. Songbirds. Oh, I heard a great song on the radio the other day. And the next thing you know, how did we get here? I don't know. But pick up Yanis Rubelis. I'm always trying to go back to what I'm talking about. Big up Mud FC. Capybara stole my lunch, bro. Fuck the cat. Hey, I'm telling you, seagulls. I don't fuck with seagulls. Let's see. No. Gyros Peanut says yes. Hotspurs yes. Ash Patty yes. Hypenoise not worth 75 mil. That's absolutely absurd. I hope we're not going to spend 70 because we have 75 mil to spend in January. I don't think it needs to be spent on fucking Conor Gallagher. That's just me. But I think there's a lot of things that I like about Conor Gallagher. He's their fucking captain. He's their best player. I agree they haven't been great, but whenever I watch him play, I see a guy like a Højbjerg, but just a little bit nicer around every aspect, just a little bit better, but he does a lot of the things that we love about Højbjerg. So I think he's an upgrade, but is he like worth 75? I don't even think he's worth 50. I would be down to send, well, I don't know if I want to send Højbjerg to Chelsea because then he would fit nicely in your squad, Richo. Conor Gallagher at Crystal Palace, when he was on loan at Crystal Palace, I loved that player. I thought he was a hell of a player. And then I think my opinion on him regressed after last season, but it could just be the system in which he's playing. Look, he's got a work rate that we do love, which is the only thing that's kept Oliver Skip in a job this long. Yanis says yes in the summer. In my opinion, Højbjerg is better than Rice. Hey, careful now. You're going to embarrass Tommy G. Don't embarrass Tommy G now. Poor Tommy G. I have ADHD, Jacob, following you. Hey, big up Ash. You can follow my train of thought too. I appreciate y'all. Sir David Frederick Attenborough is a British broadcaster, biologist, natural historian, and author. Look, well, there you go. I'm giving you the USA version. Oh, and then you say that I am the USA version. Well, there you go. I'm not a biologist or a natural historian or an author. I mean, I've written a bunch of stuff, but nothing published, so I'm not an author. Greed is killing the beautiful game, Jacob. Man, it's bleeding the fans dry. Big up, Ellie. I guess that's your opinion there on the Super League. Focus on that like button just long enough to smash it. Hey, hit a like if you ain't already. What are we at? 66 likes. 92 votes. What is that, 30 people? 30 people ain't liked the video. What are we doing? What are we doing here? No Chelsea rejects, please. He's Chelsea's captain, so technically not a reject. It's apparently the board that want to sell him. Pochettino even came out and said, I don't want to sell him. He's starting every match for me. He's my guy. So I don't think he's a Chelsea reject. I think they want to keep him. If Gallagher coming in means that Højbjerg is going to leave, my question is who's going to play as number 6 until Bissouma, Binta are back? I'm assuming you're meaning Bissouma being back from suspension and from AFCON. Sarr drops into the 6th position at times when he needs to. I think Bissouma has as well. He kind of runs this like 6-8 hybrid with Sarr and Bissouma when he has that number 10. So if we're still going to, if what he's done before is to limit to believe what we're going to do, like his history with Spurs so far has dictated what's going to happen, I would assume Sarr to fill those spots whenever we need. If we did get Gallagher in, Højbjerg left, I think the midfield then would be Gallagher, Kulu, and Papa Sarr. Rich says no because of the price. Heard 50 mil. That's about what I heard as well. I didn't hear 75, but I heard 50. 50 seems a little pricey as well. But it is the January window, English homegrown. Because if we do get rid of Eric, or when we do get... No, because Eric Dyer doesn't even count as homegrown. He's international. I guess when we get rid of Skip, we're going to need a homegrown. Well, then next year, Sarr technically becomes a homegrown. So, hold that. Liverpool is named after the liverbird. Another birdie fact. I didn't even know what the liverbird is. I thought that was like a dragon or something on their logo. Ellie says Gallagher is no upgrade. My man will bash that small fry Gallagher. Interesting. I think Gallagher is a little bit of an upgrade on Højbjerg personally, Ellie. But, hey, I love that you support your man. And you might be right. I hope you're right because one of them plays for Tottenham, the other one doesn't. Jacob, can you share the good evening clip on your X? Like, post it? You want me to post a clip there? Is that what you're asking me? Matters and Rice are good friends. Hit the like. Come on now. Levy can't win regarding the Super League. Damned if he does, damned if he doesn't. You can imagine the bleeding if it happens is a success. We aren't in it. If it happens, is a success and we aren't in it. Oh, I see what you're saying here, Matt and Oz. Big up, Matt. Look, I do think it's... I in the beginning of the show, the first like 45 minutes was me talking about the Super League and kind of how I felt about it. But real quick, since you're here, that's why I'm there's got to be some pros to being in it. Shout out George Clooney FC. I know some people say we're not George Clooney FC. But again, if our status as a club is so revered, so renowned, that we don't have to wait in line at the club, we don't necessarily got to be the best dressed on the day we still get into the competition. Like, is that a bad thing? Making all this money, is that a bad thing? Maybe we could buy better players. Is that a bad thing? I mean, again, I love the comment that I had pulled up when I talked about it, which was George Clooney skipping the line and automatically getting into the club is good for George Clooney and the club, and that's it. But it's not good for everybody else. All the people waiting in line trying to get into the club, all the people who got rejected at the doors because of their dress code or whatever. Just my analogy there. But hey, I'd like to hear all sides of the argument personally. Ellie says Højbjerg is better than Rice. You were talking about this yesterday. You were upsetting a lot of Arsenal fans, Ellie, so I'm not going to say you're wrong because anytime you're upsetting Arsenal fans, I kind of like that. He's also the professor from Jurassic Park's brother. I don't know what that means. Don't care what Potch says. Hey, there you are. You belong in the big leagues, bro. I'm here. 75 people hanging out with me. We're an hour and a half into this show. This is the big leagues, baby. We're having a blast. I'm having a blast. Hope y'all are too. Let's see what the poll says. I haven't even checked in on the poll in a while. 93 votes, 42% says greedy fat cats looking for more dough. And 24% says, oh, hang on, it closed. And 24% says it's a disgrace to the game, the club, and the fans. There you are. That's 66% not liking it. 17% says could be a fun competition to watch. 17% also says I'm neither upset or happy about it. And I kind of like that one as well. That's kind of nice. But keep getting your votes in if you haven't already. Keep liking the video. Let's see what y'all still saying about. Oh, you're right. SAR's gone for AvCon too. That's a good point. We're screwed. Every time someone says hit the like button, I reload the page to get more time for Jacob. Hey, there we go. Big, I don't know. Oh, advert time. Oh, thank you. Hey, appreciate that. Because, you know, they say that it's limited ad monetization because I was saying fuck seagulls. But at the end, they still end up advertising. So it doesn't make sense. YouTube's funny. YouTube's funny like that. Chippy says, Gallagher, we should aim higher. I hear that argument as well. That's why I say for the money, if you can get them for like, I'd take them for 30 tops. I'll give you 20 and a Geo. How about that? 20 and a Geo sound about good? Would y'all do that? 20 mil and Giovanni Lo Celso gets us Conor Gallagher. Would you do that? Appreciate that. It is opinions, Ellie. There's really no way to definitively say who's right or wrong here, other than I don't know how, actually. But don't worry, Ellie. Your opinions are safe with me. Yeah, I'll tweet it after the show. Don't worry. Just remind me at the end of the show, beer talk, and I'll tweet it. Yeah, hit that. Hit that like button if you hate Arsenal. Or if you're an Arsenal fan, hit that like button. Not because you hate it, but because you want to support the show. My job as a Spurs fan like y'all is to upset those Arsenal fans, Jacob. Unai Emery doesn't like him either. No, he doesn't. Good evening every single time. Who had a falling out? Another fun fact, Liverpool used to be Everton, a falling out and decided to form another team. Oh, interesting. Y'all know a lot about Liverpool. I don't know a lot about Liverpool. But anyway, Conor Gallagher, some of the things that they think that he could bring to the party would be out of possession pressing, and apparently he's got really good off-ball work, always looking to intensely close down the opposition and win the ball back for his side all over the field. Didn't see that too much on the weekend, but apparently good at ball winning. This is just what this Twitter person's saying. The intensity mentioned above also makes him a great ball winner. I mean, let's look at his numbers. I mean, let's do our amateur scouting like he was anybody else. This is EFL Cup. I don't want EFL Cup. I want Premier League. So there's this heat map in the Premier League. That's a shit ton of running, man. That is a lot of running. I'll big up Mike Doss. Good night, Chippy. Appreciate you being here, my friend. Thank you again for the super chats yesterday. I appreciate it. Happy holidays to you and your bird that is whistling. Sounds a lot like Højbjerg. That's what I'm saying. He's just a different version, you know? Just a slightly different version. A little bit better, you know. Jacob, can you please play the Office clip with Good Evening? So funny. I will, but it has to be more natural. I should have played it when Ellie brought it up. But if I get two good evenings in the chat, and I will play it. So give me dos. Give me 2 good evenings. All right? 2 good evenings, and I will play it. There you go. Fraudulent. Bro, this song replays for hours. How do you not die listening to it? What song? What song you talking about? Hey, big up Bob Down Under, my brother. How you doing? Blessing the chat with a super chat. How you doing? Says, thanks for the great content and a happy Xmas to you and the family. Look, Merry Christmas to you, Bob Down Under. I hope you are doing well. I love your profile photo, first of all, because you've got a winning kangaroo. I've got a winning kangaroo. You're helping the Dubs get up. All right. You helping getting the Dubs up. And thank you so much for your generous contribution. This is an orange super chat, my friend. That's a big timer. So I appreciate you sending that orange super chat. That's big time. So thank you, man. I hope you and yours are having a beautiful, blessed time. I hope y'all spend as much time as possible together and don't work at all. Fuck capitalism. Also, secondly, I did want to say, oh, sorry, my wife texted me when the show started, but I never responded. Oops. But I did want to say thank you for this. And firstly and secondly, hope your family's well. And I hope you're going to have a great holiday spending it together, laughing and, you know, remembering why y'all love each other. Oh, there's 2 good evenings. Ellie and Ash say good evening. So per the rules, these are the rules. I have to do
Good
it.
evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening.
There it is. Them's the rules. But big up. And thank you, Bob, for the first super chat of the day. Oh, Mike hitting us with a super chat as well. Says, Merry Christmas with a $5 dono. Thank you so much. 2 super chats all at once. Says, Merry Christmas. You're still a fraud. Now go drink a fraudulent coffee on Christmas morning with my dime. Make sure there's no oat milk. Don't be a soy boy. Well, here's the thing. There's soy milk, Mike, and then there's oat milk. And honestly, oat milk is actually really good. I know you're trying to sleep on it a little bit, Mike, but I want to tell you this. I like oat milk. I like almond milk. I like milk alternatives, not because I'm lactose intolerant. I tolerate the lactose just fine. I'll eat ice cream. I don't give a fuck. But what I would say is thank you very much for this donation. I will enjoy myself a authentic coffee on Christmas morning with your dollars. So thank you, Mike. And this isn't your first super chat either. So thank you so much for always being a supporter, even though you are a fraud and a Liverpool fan. We all know that your mustache is fake, but we can pretend during the holidays that mustache is real, my friend. So big up to yourself. Happy holidays. Hope you and your family are celebrating full of love. Making lunch for the kids, singing good evening. We got 3 good evenings. Isn't that great? 4 good evenings. Everyone go sub to Talking Ball. There's the link. He is very close to being monetized over there on the channel. He's got a lot of new content coming out all the time. He's got international shows. Come on now. He's got great guests. I feature sometimes. Chewy features sometimes. Go subscribe to Talking Ball. Help that man get monetized. Help reward him for all the hard work he's doing. A good evening and hit the like every single time. Oh, that's 5 good evenings. We need someone with skill, vision, and speed. Gallagher's not it. Let's keep doing our amateur scouting report. Hey, big up Maravingan, just sub to Talking Ball. Big up. Supporting all content creators. I appreciate that. Big up. Barbecue on the beach. Hey, is that how you're celebrating the holidays? With some barbecue on the beach. Love to see that. Good night, El Tel Cocarel. Merry Xmas to you, Richie. Merry Xmas indeed, my friend. Oh, Yanis with their first super on a live stream ever. And it goes to United Spurs of America. It says, big up, Jacob. Merry Christmas to you and your family. Keep up your immaculate vibes. Big up, Janice. Thank you so much for your kind donation as well. Look, you're saying Merry Christmas, so I'm going to say it back. I'm not trying to assume your denomination, but Merry Christmas to you from the bottom of my heart. Merry Christmas. Every single one of you, whether you're donating or not. Merry Christmas, happy holidays again, whatever you celebrate. I hope you're celebrating it with love and the people that you love and that love you. And Yanis, you are here. You are showing love to the show. I'm showing love back however I can. But look, I do appreciate it. You're always here. You're always chatting and supporting. So thank you so much. You're also a YouTube chat member. Hey, I see all them celebratories in the emojis. Whoever's smashing them celebrations in the emojis, big up. I appreciate y'all. The first ever super chat from Yanis. I appreciate that. That's an honor. So thank you so much for the yellow. Look at this. We're covering a lot of colors here. We got orange, we got green, and we got yellow super chats. Y'all blessing the chat tonight. An hour and 30 36 minutes into this. I do appreciate y'all spending some of your hard-earned dough. Spending some of that hard-earned dough. Helping me out here. I appreciate that. It does mean a lot, honestly. I wish there was something more I could do, but people say the content is enough, which is crazy because I'm up here having a good time, enjoying my time with y'all. So it's a big deal for me, man. Getting to interact with people from all over the world talking about football. It's beautiful. Oat milk spikes your blood sugar more than candy and soda. I'm gonna text that to my wife and have her research it and see what she says. But I'm not saying you're wrong. I just need her to know. And if I don't tell her right now, I'm going to forget. So I'm going to say, I'm hearing oat milk spikes blood sugar more than candy. So that means I can get candy. Maybe. Doss needs some milk. Hey, Doss, if you need some milk, we got you, buddy.
He needs some milk.
Yeah, I have no problem with any type of milk. You ain't ever seen an almond's nipples before? You just got to get them little almond teats. And there goes all the milk. Have to head off to get some last Xmas shopping done. Hope to catch you on the watch along. Big up Bob Down Under. Big up yourself every single time. Look, good luck. It's hectic out there. Be safe. But thank you for being here. Thanks for spending some time tonight. My wife just messaged back and said soy is better. Wait, what did she say? I've heard that too. She says, I don't know about versus candy, but especially the sweetened kind is not good for blood sugar. We always get unsweetened. We always get unsweetened whatever milk we get because I don't like almond milk with sugar. I don't like oat milk. I always get original unsweetened. No flavors, just original unsweetened. That's the best one to get in my opinion. I wonder, Mike, is it the same kind? Ash, no, my Xmas shipping is not done. Don't remind me. Oh, God. Doss needs some milk for that mustache. Hey.
He needs some milk.
There it is. Big up, thanks again for that. Mary Angemas to you, hypo noise. Jacob, no, it's not. It's really not. I'm actually getting anxious thinking about it now because Christmas is 4 days away. I'm such a shitty husband. But I don't leave the house. So that's my excuse. I gotta sort it out. Where's Hotspur Hippie? His streams are awesome, but he stopped streaming. He hasn't stopped streaming. I mean, I ain't heard from him in a little while, but to my knowledge, every time that I've invited him on, he's been going to the big city to Uber. He's been back Ubering again to make some money. So I think he's just working a lot and he's not available. He's on the road. So that's what I think it is. I don't know. Yes, do what the Beer Talk says. Sub to Talking Ball. Their games are a lot of fun. Go ahead and sub to Talking Ball. Why not? Even if you're not going to watch all their content like you, Drunk Vigo, go subscribe to Talking Ball. If you really support me, go subscribe to Talking Ball right now, Drunk Vigo. Whatever happened to Kuva? He's still around. He did a show yesterday over on the Coffee Company. And then also, he was going to be here, but it got late. I've been the last 2 days have been really late shows for him, so he hasn't been able to join. Hit likes for the almond teats. Come on, if you've seen an almond teat and you grabbed them little almond teat, come on now. Christian Romero and Eve Basuma Udogi card problem. I think I know what you're saying here, Andy. Romero, if he gets a yellow, he'll be suspended. Udogi is suspended for Everton. Basuma, yeah, we ain't gonna see Basuma for a while. 4 matches, and then AFCON. Jesus Christ. Near Christmas, guys, people are working hard or with family. Yep, very, very true. Very, very true. I'm here working hard. Working so hard on the stream. Man at work. Not really true, but yeah. Yeah, we'll see Basuma in March. Ain't that for sure. Get Ash Patty on your show. Ash, you want to join the show? I mean, I don't know how much longer I'm going to go. Actually, I can't go for much longer. But tomorrow, Ash, you around? What's up? You around tomorrow, Ash? I'm talking to you, Ash Pade. I didn't know you were Irish either, Ash. That's interesting. Patty Ash down. Patty Ash down. What the fuck? Mike says nut milk spikes blood sugar like candy. No good. Good. Even the unsweetened kind, Mike. That's my question. Is even the unsweetened kind? James Paratrooper says my wish for 2024 is Jacob and Paul becoming YouTube millionaires. If this channel ever, for some crazy reason, hit 100,000 subs, that would be fucking crazy. I would never believe it. You'd be lying to me. Paul on premium Uber Chrissy rates. He making that's what I'm saying. Uber does pay up for the holidays, and you get like boosts and shit for certain areas. So that's why last time I talked to him is he said, tomorrow I'm on Kuvin the King. Oh yeah. Kuvin the King is tomorrow. Lest we forget. My members patch is gone. You were gifted I think it's because you were gifted a membership and it must have ran out already. Your membership must have just ended, my friend. But you know you can always get another one. Or you never know. Someone may gift you one. You never know. Yeah, Kuva hasn't been feeling too great either. Yo, Yaku, big up, Ozan. The pirate voice is boss. The fuck are you talking about, Drunk Vigo? The pirate voice. By the way, beware of the multiple martinis incoming. Is there multiple martinis? Why is there multiple martinis on the way? 19 likes off 100 people. Come on. Chelsea 101's here. Showing love. If you're a Spurs fan and you ain't hit the like, what are we doing? I was talking like a pirate. Oh, because I said Pade. Ash Pade. I didn't know she was from Ireland. Apparently, Tobido gets a few red cards, which means Romero and Tobido can take turns of being suspended. And there you go. Got to always have a contingency plan, so to speak. Mardini is the Ayo King. That's the new name in the chat. Yeah. What's up with all these Mardinis? There's Mardini Slaw. Like coleslaw. The fuck? Where y'all coming from? Ain't no one. Oh shoot, I see Flawless is live. Let me make sure. I go redirect to Flawless after this. Mardini. You fraud, Mardini. But hey, it's good to see that. Hey, it's good to see you got Staffy's photo back. I guess y'all are good now. Y'all have made up. And that's always good to see. Because, you know, when you changed your photo and it wasn't Staffy TV's logo, I was really like, damn, what happened? They've fallen off. They're like, they're beefing right now. I don't know what's going on. But you know what? It's really good to see. Really good to see that you are back. Someone has my name on Hassam's picture. Bro, you're a superstar then, I guess. That's what that means. Oh, shit. I clicked the wrong button. I clicked the wrong button. The hardest button to button. The hardest button to button. You're in the entertainment business. Thank you. Looks like a Staffy raid. A Staffy raid? Did Staffy raid? I didn't see. It usually tells me when someone raids. I didn't see Staffy was live. But maybe it was a Staffy raid. Who knows? I don't know which one of these Mardinis is the real one. Get some guests on. Drunk Vigo, here's the thing. Doing the whole guest stuff, like, I'm all about it, but, like, I'm really not good at planning. So it's hard to... You all right, Chewy? Did y'all hear that? Motherfucker. I could work hard at getting guests, but, like, I don't know. I'd rather get guests for a preview show. So tomorrow, hopefully I'll have a guest. I'll try and line one up for tomorrow. How about that? Yeah, I do got my dog. He's my guest. Big up Daniel Sandoval. Big up and one love to you, my friend. Yeah, hey, Drunk, you trying to join? Come on now. Ear shake. Okay, y'all did hear it. That baka baka baka. I call it the baka baka. It's where he like baka baka baka. It makes his ears all like baka baka baka. We need more sound effects like LeBron James. If you ask, you can receive.
LeBron James.
There you go. LeBron James. You know that y'all know how this works. You just have to say certain things and then you get videos played. That's how it works here. That's also entertainment you don't get on other channels because they're all, oh, I'm going to act like the chat's not there. But don't worry. I always act like the chat's there. LeBron James. Oh, you didn't like that, Mardini? Hold that.
LeBron James.
Oh, you need it again? You remove that sound effect?
LeBron James.
Hold that, Mardini. Hold that. Let's see what that poll is looking like. Damn, I need to refresh this every single time. Why is YouTube slacking on me? I see 86 likes. We're 14 away from 100. Come on now. 44% plus 23%. That's a 67% does not like it. Oh my God, what the fuck is going on here? Big up, I'm the real Mardini. Channel members need Jacob face emoji. Hey, that's a good shout. I need to make some more emojis for the channel. That's a really good point. A lot of channels have emojis and shit. I need some emojis. Let's get 100 likes for you, Dogi Day.
Destiny Adoji. Oh, yes. Oh, Destiny Adoji Day. Hey. Idiots, man.
Love it. You already know the rules to the game here. Beer talk. But yeah, looking at Gallagher, getting back to Gallagher, we took a little hiatus or a little detour there. But getting back to Conor Gallagher, 16 out of 16 matches, 0 goals. But for some reason, he has an XG of 1.04. That's crazy. 1.1 shots per game, making sure I'm on the Premier League. 7 shots from inside the box, 0 goals. 4 assists. He averages 71 touches with 4 assists, 5 big chances created, 92% passing accuracy, 95% passing accuracy in our own half, which we build out of the back, so A. A Kuva face emoji is great as well. I need a Kuva face emoji. Good call. In the opponent's half, 87% completion pass rating. So he's a pretty consistent passing, it would look like. Averages 1.5 interceptions per game, almost 3 tackles per game. Recovery balls, 7. Damn. I mean, he puts in the work. You can't say he doesn't. I'd be curious to see what the numbers look like in regards to, you know how they show, only 42 passes per game. That's 49.3 is what I think I see. 49.3 accurate passes per game. Yeah. And so not that many passing. Like Yves Bissouma, fucking Christian Romero completed 150 passes one game, I think it was. We'll see. Yeah, not the greatest of passing, but look, I think there's things that he would bring that sure would, hey, here he is sliding in on Mohamed Salah. Isn't that nice? I don't know if I want to read all this. I don't know if he's got good long-range shooting. I mean, he did have a couple for Crystal Palace. Intangibles. So these are all the things that they're saying that he can do. So the question, would he be a good signing for Spurs? Says, in isolation, yes. He suits the play style down to a T. He can fill in multiple positions in the midfield, although to varying quality. He's young with lots of Premier League experience, well-rounded, hardworking, always fit. Fits the homegrown quota. Despite all these pros, his best position is probably that with the most competition long term, with Bentancur and Sarr both vying for that spot, whilst we've seen that Basuma's skill set is much better suited to that of a number 8 rather than a number 6, and that has subsequently left a replacement for that holding midfield spot as a priority in midfield right now. But then it goes on to say, meanwhile, signings such as center back, striker, and 1v1 specialist winger will all make much more significant impact to our squad and should all be prioritized for now, not to mention. So I think in the end of the day, I do agree with this. That at this juncture, we need center back, striker, and a 1v1 winger. We had Jeremy Doku. I'll take it. We need a Doku type of winger. Ball at the feet. Let me run. Have a contest to win a beanie worn by Jacob. No one's gonna buy a beanie worn by Jacob. That's fucking weird, bro. That ain't happening. Yeah. So that's all I got for today, y'all. That's all I've got for today. So look, it's almost 2 hours. I'm going to end it before we get to 2 hours. But before I leave, as always, I need to say thank you so much. And Merry Christmas to Bob Down Under. Thank you. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays to Mike Doss. Not sure what you celebrate. You can celebrate all of them, technically, I think. So big up Mike Doss for the super chat, and Yanis as well. Thank the 3 of you for the 3 super chats today. I do absolutely appreciate it. Make sure you are hitting a like on this video. I have set up the redirect to Sarcasm City TV. So when you get on over there, first of all, you're going to see Flawless, which to me, he's one of the GOATs of YouTube, if not the GOAT of YouTube. I don't care what numbers say. I'm talking about people. Flawless is one of the best. So please just go over there, say USA Raid, or say Jacob sent me. That way he knows I sent you. And just keep he keeps the vibes immaculate. So don't you worry about that. But big up Mountain Bush, man. Hey, Andy, come back tomorrow. We'll have a prediction show. But he right now says Everton 1, Tottenham 2 is his prediction. Come back tomorrow, and I want to know who your goal scorers are, because we'll do a preview show for that tomorrow. Big up Faz. Hey, with a super sticker from Chippy, a €10 super sticker. Big up. It's yellow on the YouTube, but it's green on here. So I'm going to take it as a yellow sticker. It says thank you. So thank you, Mr. Chippy. Merry Christmas. We will be back tomorrow at some point to preview the thing and get predictions and all that jazz. So hit the notification bell, all that fun stuff. Make sure you're hitting a like, yada yada. But Chippy, thank you so much for the late donation. You want to make sure you get shouted out as well, but also just blessing me. You blessed the stream yesterday with some super chat, and you blessing it tonight with a super sticker. So thank you, Chippy, Yanis, Mike, and Bob Down Under. Big up for all the love. I appreciate that. Hopefully we'll see y'all all here tomorrow. Merry Christmas, every single one of you. Even those of you that didn't super chat, I still see you. I appreciate you, and thank you so much for all the interaction. I appreciate everyone who's hit a like on this video. If you are watching back on playback and you're almost at 2 hours, you're a GOAT. Thank you. You are a big part of this as well. Just because you're not here live don't mean you ain't a part of this. So big up, and thank you so much for all the things that y'all do. Hopefully see y'all back here tomorrow, inshallah, and we'll see you all next time. But as always, folks, I need you to stay blessed, stay fresh, up the lads, and come on, you Spurs. I tried to put like a Christmas carol, jingle bell. Come on, you Spurs. Come on, you Spurs. La, 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 la.
Spurs of America with your hosts, Michael and Jacob.